that are now coming in. Taiwan Defense Ministry has confirmed that PLA, which is the Chinese army, fired several DF ballistic missiles into Taiwan's northeast and southwest waters starting 13:46 local time. In response, the ministry has launched defense systems and has condemned the irrational actions which undermine regional peace. So this face-off between Taiwan, China, and of course US on Taiwan's side is continuing to escalate after Nancy Pelosi's visit to the island country. Abhishek Jha, my colleague, is also joining us. Abhishek, tell us more of what Taiwan is saying.
It is still saying that Chinese aggression is something that they are trying to defy. They have also activated their defense, surveillance, and everything possible. Meanwhile, the Chinese aggression has been quite brazen ever since Nancy Pelosi has left Taiwan. In fact, we are getting reports that missiles have also been fired across Taiwan Strait, and they were launched from Pingtan. A lot of Chinese naval activities happening there. They had already warned that next round of Navy, the drill that they are conducting in and around Taiwan Strait will also involve live fire, and the kind of missile that has been fired and the capacity and their strength we'll get to know in some time. But for now, this is sure that Chinese side has started doing those live fired missiles. Chinese fighter jets are flying across Taiwan Strait and in the air defense identification zone of Taiwan. In the last 2 days, there have been multiple intrusion of Chinese jets into the Taiwan air defense zone.
Yes.
And we'll have to wait how the situation pans out and how does it
I think we are getting a live response from the Taiwanese administration. Let's listen in.
From PDI.
英报托，刚才答问时提到了台海问题的现状，这跟美方的这是回应美方的一些言论。今天《环球时报》表示，佩洛西的访问改变了台海现状。
So perhaps the status quo also means that. So these drills, these military exercises, is it going to be a new normal? That's what we are going to witness in that region.
现在的军演是否会成为未来的一种新常态？
现状啊，台海的现状，我刚才其实已经详细的介绍，因为
said in detail what exactly is the status quo. The two sides of the Taiwan Strait belong to one and the same China, and China's sovereignty and territorial integrity have never been split. That is the status quo of the Taiwan Strait. But for some time, the U.S. and Taiwan independence forces have colluded with each other, and we have seen efforts to upgrade the exchanges between the U.S. and Taiwan, and also intensified arms sales to Taiwan from the United States. All those violate the serious commitment that the U.S. made to China, and also in particular Pelosi's visit against our serious opposition and the world's warnings. We have expressed our opposition many times, and it is based on what the lessons we have learned from the past. We are very adamant that we can't let the U.S. use salami tactics anymore to encroach upon our sovereignty. So in the face of such a serious provocation, we are left with no choice but to take resolute measures to uphold our sovereignty and territorial integrity. And will this become a new normal? It hinges on the action of the U.S. side and the Taiwan independence forces. If they do not stop pursuing the wrong course of action, then China will not stop demonstrating the resolve and taking resolute actions to uphold our sovereignty. Any more questions?
Another question from AFP.
法新社人权观察昨天表示，希望人权高专成立独立的机构。
What's China's response to this request?
这人权观察组织它能够做。
Well, I think everyone knows what Human Rights Watch is up to, and this is purely orchestrated, a stunt orchestrated by the US and some other Western countries, and we have time and again used facts to refute the false narrative against China fabricated to smear China's image, which is indeed a lie of the century. So we are firmly against fabricating false information to smear and attack China. And as you see, the people in Xinjiang live a happy life. And this summer, there are many reports about people driving their own cars to visit the beautiful places in Xinjiang, which caused highway traffic jams. And there are so many facts that could just smash the disinformation about Xinjiang. So for those people who are trying to smear China's image using lies and disinformation, I don't think they will succeed.
Thank you. A question from Reuters.
路透社，台湾负责数字。提到有网络袭击，想请问中华政府是否支持
This is a very professional question about concerning professional knowledge, so I do not have information regarding that, so maybe this should not be directed at me. Do you have any more questions?
法新社，佩洛西访台湾已经结束。中方希望台方或美方做些什么来进行弥补这种行为。
回到
I think they know that very well. That is to come back to strictly abiding by the One China principle, which is the foundation for bilateral ties. Strictly abide by the One China principle, both in words and in deeds, and do nothing that will harm our sovereignty and territorial integrity.
Thank you. A question from
路透社。刚才关于那个网络袭击的问题，你说这是一个非常专业的问题，我也理解。但是台湾方面似乎是说，这个网络袭击的数量，针对他们的网络袭击数量非常大。中方是否对此感到关切？如果他们暗示中方可能支持了这种网络袭击，中方有何回应？
问题。
Is this a foreign policy related question? I don't think so.
好，没有其他问题了吧？
Any more questions? Oh, this concludes today's press conference. Thank you.